Welcome to Whiskey Bingo. How are you getting on? Welcome to Shebeen. It's Friday night. I'm Barry Chandler. I'm here with Lauren McMullen. How are you, Lauren?
I'm not too bad. That was a very last minute sip there that you got in before the old fiddly dee music finished.
I spotted it out of the corner of my eye, and I thought, I need that. I need to keep the pipes oiled. We're in for a bit of crack tonight. We're going to do something different tonight, folks. We are playing Whiskey Bingo, and it's going to be what we would only refer to in Ireland as a holy show, chaos, a mess. No idea how we'll put it all together. For those of you who are familiar with the Shebeen, you'll be familiar with how well rehearsed and put together these events are on Friday night, and how nothing ever goes wrong. So we will continue that tonight.
Zero rehearsals, very little planning. No, we haven't really thought much about this. We've just put a few thoughts together and went with the best, as everyone
No,
knows already.
we've put things together. We
have. It's going to be a
In
bit of
fact,
crack.
this may be one of the rare Shebeens where we've actually put thought and production values into it.
We did. We had to put our thinking caps on to come up with clever bingo calls and fun things that we thought everyone may or may not have done in the world of Irish whiskey. It's going to be a bit of crack. It might be messy, but it'll be fun, guaranteed.
So tonight we will sip on whiskey. We'll talk about whiskey. Everything is related to whiskey. We're going to use whiskey as a vehicle for having a bit of crack with a game of bingo. All that you need to participate at home is this: the bingo cards. Very elaborate and high production quality here, put together this morning, and they're available at the link you see on the screen. The link is also available at the top of the comments on YouTube. Let me see if I can put it back in the comments again for you, because that's where you'll find the PDF that you can download, and you'll need it if you want to participate tonight. And why wouldn't you want to participate? Because there's amazing prizes. And if you don't want to participate, don't be throwing anybody else off. There's the link there.
Exactly. If you don't want to participate, don't distract the lovely audience and sit and drink your whiskey and behave.
Lauren and I are firm believers. I think, Lauren, you'll back me up on this. We're firm believers that whiskey should not be pretentious. It should not be inaccessible. It should not be filled with fancy terms and fancy glasses and fancy talk all the time. Whiskey's about having a bit of crack. And both of us only do this, are only involved in this industry because of the crack.
Exactly. And I mean, I think it kind of just sums up the Shebeen perfectly. It is educational some weeks, of course, but other weeks it's all about the fun. So it's a nice little balance between education, a bit of crack, and just making Irish whiskey fun, which it should be, and getting to chat to lovely people and have a bit of fun. It's always really nice for us to watch the comments as well, to see you enjoying in the discussions and the crack too. So keep it coming, certainly tonight anyway.
Yeah, honestly, it would be a very boring old industry if it wasn't for the crack that we have around it. And whiskey gives us so many chances to come together, to do interesting things, fun things. And tonight is one of those events, one of those moments where we're playing Whiskey Bingo. We dreamt it up during the week, and we refused to give up on our dreams, even though they're about 72 hours old. And what we want to know, I suppose, to kick things off this evening is how many of you are participating. So what you might do is put in the comments if you're going to play along. If you've got your bingo cards, you just need the one sheet, the one printout. That's all you need. Print it once. We're not going to be here till 7 o'clock in the morning, despite how long you'd want us to be here. We'll go through these two sheets tonight, or these two cards tonight. But let us know in the comments who's in, so that we can keep an eye on you. Very good. All right, we've got some players.
We do. Oh, we've got quite a few. That's great. Yeah, thumbs up or in, whatever works, folks. And Barry, you've actually donated some pretty generous prizes as well. So maybe if people originally weren't thinking of joining in, this might sway them to join in. What have we got for the winners?
So we've got 2 rounds tonight, one on each card, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. And the winner, which we'll go into the rules in a second, but the winner of each card will get their choice of a bottle of W.D. O'Connell Amontillado cask or W.D. O'Connell peat cask from our most recent Stories and Sips Whiskey Club releases. So the winner of each will choose which one they want. and we will ship it to you fairly quickly. So that's up for these 2 whiskeys are up for grabs. And then if we determine that there's a third prize for some reason or another, there is a 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle, map of Ireland, Irish whiskies. This is the Ireland 1,000 piece whiskey puzzle, which we'll find a way to give this away as a third prize. And then on the off chance that there's the need for a fourth prize, I have this stunning 2024 Lucasade vintage, which will find a welcome home. It's
Great
not for
color.
individual. It's not for individual resale. It's part of a 6-pack, but we've broken it up and we'll give away this one. This came from the top left corner of the pack, and that's a fourth prize.
It's a great color, actually, as well. On that,
like
on
that?
that one's lovely. Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, that's come from now. That color came from the cask. That came from the Iron Brew cask.
Oh my goodness, this has gone off the rails already, and we're 7 minutes in. I love it. I'm so here for it.
This will be a mess. This is not a Lucasade that's left over from a previous whiskey bus. I'll have you know. That was the 2020. You did ask me that. That was the different vintage. That was 2023 vintage. This is 2024 vintage.
There you go.
Compliments of Tesco. Okay. So those are the prizes. Now, what's next?
I would say we give an overview of how this is going to work, because I think I was getting a few comments earlier on social media, on Instagram, when we posted that this is what we were doing tonight. And I see Terry in the comments as well, wondering how on earth this is going to work. So maybe, Barry, we should give an overview of how this is going to work, because it's not really like your regular bingo, because one, we're not all together. Many of us are thousands of miles apart from each other. We're not all in the same room. And rather than the cards being the variable here, you, the people, the audience, are the variables. So
that's a great line.
A little bit.
What a line. What a line.
We switched it around a little bit. So myself and Barry were obviously chatting throughout the week about bingo. I think I'm more of a seasoned bingo player than Barry is. From what we've gathered anyway, I used to play bingo quite a lot when I was at university.
Northern thing.
I don't, is it though? I don't know.
It's more of a UK thing than an Irish thing, really.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I mean, and it would also typically be an older generation thing as well. Like you get your grannies going to bingo every Wednesday and every Friday, especially in the countryside. So I used to play it a little bit at uni, obviously with a few beers and whiskies involved when I was a student, and it was great crack. It gets quite violently competitive, not violent and then there's physical violence, but people are quite keen to win, especially when you're a student and there's cash prizes involved. We won't see the violence behind the scenes tonight, so that's fine. If it happens, we claim no responsibility. So with typical bingo, I'm sure many of you are familiar with how it works. So Barry's holding up cards there. So with typical bingo, you would have a host, an MC, whoever it may be, calling out numbers. And generally, the first to have all their numbers in a row, either straight across horizontally or kind of diagonally down the page, down the chart, would win. That is not what we are doing this evening. When we call out a number, it doesn't have to be, all your numbers do not have to be in a row for you to have one. So it is the first person to have 10 X's or dots, markers, whatever you're using to cross off the numbers on your bingo card. Whoever is the first to 10, no matter, regardless of their position on the card, will be the winner. And what we want you to do when you reach the 10 numbers is just put bingo in capital letters in the chat, and the first person who commented that will obviously come through to us and we can see who that is. I think that's the most fair way to do it, given the environment that we're in.
Yes. Now, the question that'll come up if we don't answer it very quickly is, but if we all have the same cards, won't we all win at the same time? And the answer is no, because when the number is drawn, it corresponds to an Irish whiskey experience or task or thing that you've done in the past that you have to acknowledge, yes, not only do I have that number on my card, like 45, but I have also enjoyed drinking whiskey from a barrel, for example. And then you would knock that off the list. Now, if 45 comes up, of course, it's on your card, because 1 to 50 is on everybody's card. If you haven't done that experience, you can't cross it off. That's what makes you the variables tonight, because we have a list of 50 different things that are related to Irish whiskey. It doesn't mean you've had to be on an Irish whiskey experience. It doesn't mean you've had to come to Ireland. It can be something as simple as I have attended a whiskey tasting. I have had a whiskey equal to my age. I have bought a whiskey for a friend who wanted to collect a whiskey, and on and on and on. We have 50 different things that are all ready to go, and they are all tied to the numbers. And as they're called out, we will show them on screen. I mean, we could probably do one to show people what it looks like, right?
We can certainly do a demonstration. So as Barry said, this is not linked to us specifically. It's not linked to Irish whiskey experiences. It's not linked to stories and sips. Some of them might be. Some of them are very specific, and others all of you will have done. Like drank a whiskey with a friend in a pub or went on a whiskey bar crawl. Some of them are very generalized, and others are a little bit more specific. We fully understand that you can also lie. Please don't do that, because it will make our lives very complicated when there's only a limited number of prizes. But Barry, if you want to, so this is how it's going to work now. One thing I also want to clarify is when Barry spins this wheel, you will see the number appear, but what we call out.
No, too complicated.
Okay, no. Go. You do a demonstration. I feel like we might need to clarify this. I think a few people are getting confused already. Go.
Okay, we're going to spin this is the first bingo. This is a practice run.
Practice. This is not.
Pretend these are bingo balls. 50 bingo balls hopping around the cage. Okay, now. So, in this case, we would look at the card on the left and we would see, yes, number 43 is on the card on the left. But if I didn't visit Middleton, I can't knock it off the list, right?
Yeah. But what I will say, for example, if number 43 did come up when we were playing the actual game, I would say a pot still for me, number 43, okay? But don't think that that's anything to do with, oh, I've had a pot still whiskey. Yeah, no problem. You have to have been to Middleton in order for you to cross that off. So our little funny bingo calls are what Barry came up with earlier. It's not related to the actual experience. What you see on the screen is what you can cross your card off if you have been there or done.
So, for example, if number 5 came up, we might say, Powers Alive, number 5.
Yes.
But number 5 might be something very different. So it'll all become clear. I think we'll explain it with each one that goes through. Yeah, exactly. You're smart people. I suspect you'll get less smart with the whiskey going inside you over the course of the evening, but that's the nature of the game.
Exactly. Greg just said, oh geez, I better start drinking. That may make it easier. It may make it more difficult. Who knows? But
we'll give you another example one, right? Let's do another we'll do another one.
Yeah.
Just another dummy one, right? So you can, and this time, Lauren, you can call it out the way it will be called out.
I will.
Once we spin it. Okay.
I will.
God, we're so professional.
So professional. Cologne Fun number 31.
Cologne Fun number 31. Okay.
And so on and so forth. But then there we are. Have ordered Irish whiskey from overseas despite the high shipping costs. So I imagine an awful lot of people in here tonight and watching tonight will have done. So you could check that off if we were playing the game.
And if you haven't ordered whiskey from overseas, do not cross it off. Because everybody has number 31, and that's the variable there. Lauren, I will say on the sound, when that clapping is happening, wait till that's finished before calling out.
Yeah. Oh, no, definitely. Is there any way to turn that off? I think you can mute it. I think you might be able to mute it. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll turn it off. Just I lost what you were saying, the first things you said there. Okay, I'll turn that off and stop the screen sharing. Right, Lauren, you talk away there while I play tech wizard.
So hopefully that's all clear. So even though myself or Barry will be calling out little funny rhymes to match the numbers and to rhyme with the number that appears on the screen, only cross the number off if you have done the experience or whatever appears on the screen alongside the number. And then, as we said, we'll reiterate the first to 10, doesn't matter where the numbers are on your bingo card. You can mark it off, you can put a little marker over it, you can cross it off, you can X it out, whatever you want. And we're starting, the first round is on the left-hand side card only. So we're starting with the card on the left-hand side. Don't jump between the two. The card on the right-hand side will go for another round once we find that the winner of the first round.
Also, what you may not know is that over the past week, we've had private detectives looking into your past, looking into your experiences, looking into your whiskey habits. We've built a dossier on each of you. So should you try and slip one past us and suggest you've won the bingo, having not completed all of the things, we know. We're watching. We have the info.
So Barry's just essentially admitted that he's on a few background checks and everyone there. That's great. That's
now Scott's saying, of course, 31 not in his card. Scott, that is impossible. Like, it is actually impossible because like there is no other card except down the bottom left-hand corner, 31. If you don't have that, you've got a dodgy printer. It's as simple as that.
Barry, is there, I'm seeing a few comments that are kind of similar. Should we set the rules that if someone wins the first card on the left, they can't win again in the interest of fairness?
I think that's fair. I think you'd all agree that you'd like somebody else to win a prize as well as yourselves. Yeah. I think so. Okay.
And also on the wheel as well, we should probably remove the number that appears. You know how you can delete it after it comes up? Will we do that? Can you do that? No, actually, you probably don't need to.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, we should remove it. Like, the ball is taken out.
Yes, the ball's taken out. Yeah. Should we do that?
We'll do that, and then we have to put them all back in for the second one. Okay, we can do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Look at how we're figuring this out live on air. Imagine. Okay.
Listen.
Tune into this charade.
Tonight is a bit of crack. Tonight's a bit of fun. It's not meant to be taken seriously at all. We, as Barry said, we came up with this during the week, and we thought, let's have a fun one this week. Do a bit of whiskey bingo. Why not?
Good points from the smart people in the room, the surgeons and the lawyers. You shouldn't need to take them out, as you'll need it for the next round, or shouldn't matter as there are no dupes in the second, right? Yeah, there are no duplicates. That's
fine then.
So we leave them in. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Okay. So then we'll share the screen. We'll share the wheel, the bingo wheel, and I've taken away the sound.
Perfect. There we are. So,
right, so
we don't have to be tortured with the noise of someone cheering and clapping for every single number.
All right. Put a thumbs up or a okay in the comments to acknowledge that we're ready to go. Right. Tell us that you hear us, you understand us, and if you're on the floor writhing in pain at the thought of this, you get a pass tonight. You're out. Okay.
Barry, I will let you do the honors of reading the first number, considering I did the 2 demonstrations, so you can kick things off.
All right.
When you're ready. Everyone seems to be good. A lot of thumbs up, a lot of okays. Okay, everyone. Left hand bingo card.
Good luck. No cheating. Good luck. We're watching you. No cheating.
Good luck.
There we go. Here we go. What will it be?
Takes a while.
The spot that is green, number 13, visited the old Bushmills distillery. If you have number 13 on the left-hand card, which none of you will have because it's not on the left-hand card.
Not on there.
All right, great start. Nobody yet. I'm going to keep a note of the ones that come up, though, because should there be a few. Somebody'd have to be organized here, Lauren. Somebody'd have to be up in the morning early, like.
making bingo cards. Is that not that? I'm pretty sure that's the exact number you posted earlier
It
in the
is.
group.
It is the spot that is green, number 13. All right. We are going
Fantastic.
to move on to our second one.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'll do the honors. Eight hours later, you're telling me. Slain's music dream, number 15. Drank whiskey in a barley field. So this one is quite specific. Particularly if you were guests on our whiskey bus in August of last year. Maybe not necessarily. Some of you maybe have done it in Ireland on your own. You may have stopped by a barley field, brought out a miniature bottle or a hip flask, and had a swig of whiskey in the field.
And that is on the left-hand card. So some of you will have got that one. All right.
Yeah.
Next up. We'll be here till about 4 a.m. It'll be brilliant.
We honestly will be. Yeah.
I know I can't do that again.
I think we take them out. I think we
Okay.
remove them.
Right.
Them.
Okay, we're going again.
Going swimmingly. Okay.
And I was wondering why people don't do these online normally. Like, why do people not host these? You know?
Yeah, you'd wonder why bingo isn't done virtually, wouldn't you? It wasn't a thing over COVID.
Connemara's picks number 6.
Yep.
Have you cooked with whiskey? If you've cooked with whiskey, well, it doesn't matter because it's not on the left-hand sheet.
Great. Keep going. We need to remove it. We need to get one.
I didn't remove it. I never removed it. Okay, we're going again.
Go.
Right, this is your one.
Yeah. This is hilarious. We genuinely are going to be here for about 3 hours, aren't we? Brilliant.
Honestly.
Oh my goodness me. So, a whiskey spending spree, number 33. So, if you have tasted a whiskey finished in a beer barrel, so that could be a stout cask, an IPA, whatever it may be, as long as it's a beer and you've drank a whiskey that has been aged in it, you can
not on the card.
It's on the card. It's not on the card.
Not on the card. Right. We're going to remove that one. Next one.
Oh my goodness me.
We're going to keep this going fast. We're going to move this fast.
We will. No, we're not going to dwell on them. Don't worry.
Okay, this is me.
Yeah.
A triple distilled run, number 21. If you've enjoyed traditional live music with a whiskey in hand, and we're talking about Irish music, traditional Irish live music with a whiskey in hand, be it in an Irish pub, wherever you live, or in Ireland. And number 21 is on the left-hand sheet. So mark that off if you've done that. The whiskey can't have been on your foot or your head. It must have been in your hand. And we have ways of finding that out. All right.
Or on the table.
Right, we remove this. You're up next.
Great. Oh my goodness. Loch Gill's Alive, number 35. Have you been on a whiskey bus experience? Does it matter? Is it on the card?
It is.
There we are.
Okay. We've been on a whiskey bus. This is a very expensive bingo game.
It's very, yep.
Okay, next up. This is me. All right. All right. A pot still for me, number 43. Have you visited Middleton Distillery? If you have visited Middleton Distillery, is it on the card on the left? It is. Woohoo!
We are. Right. We're moving now. We're getting somewhere.
We're sucking diesel now. All right, we're going to remove that one. That's number 43, left-hand card. If you've been to Middleton, mark that off. Right, Lauren.
Yep. We should have we should have little music in between here.
I can sing or something.
You should do a little jig. So any Irish will do, number 42. So if you have met an Irish whiskey master, is it on the card? Does it matter?
Nope, doesn't matter.
Keep rolling.
Keep going. Keep going.
I was going to say whether in Ireland or in your country of residence, it doesn't matter. This is hilarious.
Okay. Michael Collins is in heaven, number 47. Are you? It doesn't matter. It's not on the card.
It's on the card.
No. All right.
Keep going.
We're going to keep going. All right. Keep going. You're up.
I love how we thought this may be over too quickly because they might be rolled off very fast, but we don't. We are definitely not having that problem.
No.
Dubliners Brew, number 22. Is it on the card on the left? Have you got that? Actually, even rhymes. Have you got a whiskey related tattoo? Dubliners Brew, number 22. Have you got a whiskey related tattoo? We could not have planned that any better.
Right.
I could tick that off.
You could. Right, we're moving that one. All right, next up, that was 22. It's on the left. Okay, next.
Yes, it does, Jason. Yeah.
Okay, what are we looking at here? All right, Lambe's Shore, number 24. Have you tasted Killoan Distillery's own whiskey? And their own whiskey is not their rum and raisin or their bonded experimental series, but rather it's their Baron Tool. Killoan's Baron Tool. Is it on the card?
I think it's on the other side.
No, it's not. On we go. Let's go. Keep moving. Move it fast. We're sucking diesel. Let's do it.
Greg's just said mother of God. Oh my goodness me. Killoan's Fun, number 31. Continuing on the Killoan train. Is it on the left?
Yeah, it is. Except for Scott, he doesn't have it. So
this is everyone. I would say absolutely everyone have ordered Irish whiskey from overseas despite the high shipping costs. I would imagine that is absolutely everybody in this group. Tony, where are the numbers showing up at?
Right on the screen in front of you, Tony.
On the
number
screen,
31.
Tony, yeah.
Right there in front of you. Now, we're not keeping a record on the screen with a big digital display due to funding issues. Right. Next one.
Oh, yeah, your turn.
Okay, I'm up next. All right, this is a low number.
Is it on
Hours
the card?
Alive, number 5. Have you had a whiskey for breakfast? If you've had a whiskey for breakfast, does it matter? Number 5? No. Wait, is it on? Yeah, it is. It's on the left-hand side. Yes, number 5. Okay. And look, you can't call it breakfast if you haven't gone to bed. Simple as that.
Also, this could also include in a porridge, for example. There's a lot of hotels in Ireland give you a little drop of whiskey to put in your porridge. Okay. Caroline, if you missed the first few questions, there's going to be another one. So stick around for the second half. So a measure for $3.40, number 40.
Yeah, I was running out of rhymes there.
Is it on the card?
No.
Not on the left? No.
No, on we go.
On we move.
All right. This is great, Craic.
This is brilliant.
We're enjoying it anyway. Whatever anybody else.
Crazy.
Irish came first. There's no debate. Number 48. If you posted your own whiskey tasting, is it on it? Yes, it is. On the left-hand side, mark that off. In other words, you brought friends and family around for a tasting. Yep. You've poured, you've talked, you've given them the stories, the history, the sips. Then you can mark it off. If you haven't, don't mark it off. You cheaters.
It can be 2 people. It could be 20 people. It doesn't matter as long as you've been the host. No problem.
Now, so far, I'm counting. There is no chance that anybody can have won so far. I'm keeping a close eye on it. So, all right, we'll remove that one. Right.
Track.
You're up next.
Keep her lit.
Keep her lit. Keep her going. Lit.
We're moving. At least we're moving in the right direction now. Irish Distillers Archive, number 45. So if you have more than 20 open bottles of Irish whiskey, is 45 on the left-hand side? Does it matter? Yep. It is. Yep. I definitely do. I would say, I'd say this will be a lot of X's in the group for this number.
Okay, that's that one. We're going to remove that.
Yep.
We're going to move on. All right. Next up is Redemmen's Allure number 34. If you've sang the Old Triangle with me at a whiskey tasting,
Sorry, that rhyme was a stretch.
that was
rhyme
beyond,
was a
yeah, that
stretch.
was beyond acceptable now, to be fair. Does it matter? 34 is on the wrong side. No, on we go. Forget
On
it.
we move. On we.
Next.
That definitely did not rhyme, but we'll let you away with that one. I love how enthusiastic Rick is getting about this. Everything's in capital letters. Waterford's Barley Fix number 36. Is it on the left-hand side?
Yes.
Yes. So if you have been or are part of a whiskey barrel program, say the most common ones probably Middleton.
Or Stories and Sips, or W.D. O'Connell, or you own a barrel in storage, then you can mark it off. All right. Keeping her moving.
We definitely should have had someone on music tonight, just in between. So
Oh yeah, should we be? Yeah, one song between every single spin.
Yeah, yep, a little boogie.
Okay. Tipperary's debut number 32. If you've queued up for a special release whiskey online or in person, so if you've been in a waiting room online, if you've waited online for something to go live, if you've stood outside a shop, is it on the left?
Is it?
Yeah.
There we are. There's it. Yeah, I can testify for a lot of people on this one because
we have a bingo.
Who? Oh, Jeff.
Jeff, are you being accurate, or are you that's not in all capitals, so we don't have to take you seriously. Tell us if you've got 10. If you've got 10.
No, but a lot of people are saying I knew someone. Jason said I knew someone was close because I have 9. Cheryl also has 9. Tom also said bingo. Bob said bingo. The first was Jeff, in fairness.
The first was Jeff with bingo.
He said yes, just no tattoo. So there we are.
What does that mean? What does that mean, Jeff? You do have 10 or you don't?
No, he has 10. So the only one he didn't have there was the tattoo that you called out. That's on the left. There we are. Congrats, Jeff.
That is it. We will believe you and trust you. We have no reason to doubt you, even though we know you. We'll still believe you. So congratulations to Jeff. Well done, Jeff. Let us know if you would like a bottle of W.D. O'Connell Amontillado cask finish, or a bottle of peat cask finish for our 5-year-old single pot stills from W.D. O'Connell. Let us know in the comments, and we will arrange delivery of that to you. We might have a few sips of it ourselves on the way, but we'll get you whatever's left in the bottle.
Amanda just said she can't believe she doesn't have a whiskey themed tattoo. Amanda, I do believe you are coming to Ireland in a number of weeks, so you can always arrange for one. Which, if I do recall, was actually a plan for August. But there we are. You could reschedule.
We also offer free Stories and Sips membership for somebody getting the Stories and Sips logo as a tattoo, just FYI.
Yeah. There you are. There you go.
And would you believe there's about a handful of people who've done that? Okay. So here's what we got to do now. I've got to rebuild this little wheel while you talk.
Yes. So I think what we'll maybe do is, a few people were joining in there slightly after the first game had started. So what we'll do, I think, in the interest of fairness, is recap what we said at the beginning, so that anyone who is joining can join in properly and they know what the score is. So Barry shared a link, and it's also in the chat somewhere. I'm sure he can put it back in as well. A link to download the bingo cards. So you can discard the one on the left now, because we've already played the first game. So you can get rid of the bingo card on the left. We'll be focusing now on the bingo card on the right-hand side. So as we call out the numbers, you mark off, if it's on the card. We've discovered a lot of the numbers are not. You mark off You exit off whatever you want to do. If you're using bingo markers, if you're using a pen, whatever it may be, as the numbers come up, if they are there, you cross them off. Okay. And the first person to have 10 numbers crossed wins. And if you have won, if all of the numbers that appear from the wheel are on your card, type bingo in capital letters in the chat so we know that you have won. And the prizes are, Barry, if you want to recap the prizes, you've
The
already done
prizes
so.
are your choice of a beautiful single pot still whiskey to celebrate Stories and Sip's second birthday. You have your choice of it being finished in a peat cask or finished in an Amontillado sherry cask. So whichever one you choose, if you win, we'll get that to you. I have an idea already for a third prize once our second game is over. I've had a stroke of genius that comes once every decade, and we won't sleep on it. So that'll come out later. But we have a third prize, which is this wonderful 1,000-piece puzzle. I have yet to find how we will award the fourth wonderful prize, which is a 2024 vintage of Lucozade Energy Rare Iron Brew Cask finish. And that's our fourth prize. So we have yet to figure out how that goes out there. No one's getting this prize because this one is staying with me. This is worth more than all the whiskeys that I've just shown you. So we're going to keep the Pepsi, but you can get the Lucozade. Simple as that.
And the other thing I will reiterate as well, because Lloyd has just reminded me to say this, everyone has the same bingo cards. So everyone's numbers are in the same places. It's the exact same card. So rather than the cards being the variable in this instance, which normally happens in bingo, everyone's assigned random cards. In this case, you are the variable. So all of these experiences that we call out, some of you will have done all of them. Some of you will have done a few of them. Some of them are niche. Some of them are quite general. So it all relates to you. So you are the variable, and that's the fairest way we could do this while we're hosting bingo virtually.
The card we'll be using, as Lauren said, is on the right hand side. It starts with, up in the top left hand corner, the number 13. The number 13. So to avoid any confusion, if you've just joined and you haven't used your first card, you could always just fold over your sheet. I feel like a school teacher, and you can hold it like this and just play with the card that says number 13 up on the top, which is on the right hand side. So we'll be discovering a whole new set of experiences and things you've done in the world of whiskey now with this next round. Lauren, on a scale of 1 to 10, how professional / successful was that first effort?
I feel like we got off to a little bit of a rocky start. There was a lot of numbers coming out there that weren't on the card. But then, as you said, we were sucking diesel. We kept it lit. And we got there in the end, and we found a winner. So we're all good.
We're on the pig's back now.
Took about 20 minutes, I think, to find a winner there. It wasn't too bad, actually. So maybe in another 20 minutes, we'll have found a second winner.
We might get we might get a start in the world of bingo yet. You never know.
We might.
I'm sipping. I posted a picture earlier in the Facebook group of a bottle of Green Spot Quail's Gate. I haven't opened this since it was released last year, and I left it sit there for about 20-25 minutes before I started sipping on it. And I'm really enjoying it. Quail's Gate. When I first tried it, I thought I'm not sure I wasn't won over, but like any whiskey, come back to it. If you don't like it the first time, come back to it. Change your surroundings. Change the time you put it in the glass for. Might be different for you. So I'm enjoying a drop of Quail's Gate. Lauren is poorly and infirm, sadly, this evening. She has turned up despite being sick as a stray dog.
Yes, I although everyone's kind of making me really want a whiskey, I feel I don't know, I feel a bit lost not having a little whiskey beside me, but I have quite a sore throat at the minute, and just I don't think a burning whiskey would align well with how I feel, so I'm on the water this evening, unfortunately.
We leave you off.
Yeah.
So we're going to use the right hand side bingo card, folks. And do we want to do a trial run to show people who've just joined?
Yes, great idea. Yeah, so I can take the trial run, Barry, if you want to spin the wheel.
All right, let us move these banners that are over
Covering
Lauren's
my
face.
face.
All
Not
right,
a
here we go.
bad thing tonight.
This is a trial run, just a test for our new joinees. Right.
Ah, come on. Ecklandville's in no hurry, number 30. Have bought an Irish whiskey at an auction. So if number 30 is on the card, we're not actually playing at the minute, so it doesn't matter if it is or isn't.
This is a
But
test.
if
This is a test.
this is just a test, if number 30 is on the bingo card on the right hand side and you have bought an Irish whiskey at an auction, again, the majority of people on here definitely have, you can X that off. And that will be your first step to getting 10 numbers crossed off.
That's it. So, are we all clear? Everybody, let us know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up if you're ready to go for round number 2. Jeff, you are eliminated, as is your lovely wife, because you did it together, I'm sure. And you conspired together and you won together. So your prize will be on your way to you. So you get to sit back and enjoy it while you sip on a whiskey. And I think everybody else is ready to go.
They're good. Just to because there's a few questions coming in. Yes, it can be online and in person. And Amanda, yes, if you've bid and didn't win, that still counts. I would imagine. I would let you have that one.
No, Tony, 30 is still good. This was just a test. So
Yep.
30 is still in there. We didn't remove it.
No,
So we're all good to go.
30 still counts, yeah.
And any 10 in any order on your sheet will win.
Yep.
And in order for us to know that you've won, you must be the first to put in the word bingo into the comments. And then and we're relying on the rule of honesty, how foolish we are, but we trust you.
We do. We do.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Good luck. And Lauren, I'm going to give you the first one here again.
Yep, no problem. Work away.
Doom 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 doom.
Oh, I'm wheezing. That's definitely not a good sound to anyone's. I feel like this one came up last time. Connemara's picks number 6. Is it on the right?
It is.
There we go. So cooked with
Very
whiskey.
good.
This could be you made a whiskey sauce. You used whiskey. I think, what did I make? A whiskey caramel sauce for an Irish coffee. You can bake with it, whatever. Cooked, baked.
There you go.
There we go.
Number 6. Knock it off your list if you've cooked with Irish whiskey. All right. Next up on our right-hand side card bingo is...
Drum roll. This was mine.
Into pot still we delve, number 12. I don't think very many people have drank out of a giant Glencairn. It's downstairs. I don't have it up here in the office with me. But we're talking about a Glencairn the size of a baby's head.
Yeah.
Does it matter? It's not on the sheet anyway.
It doesn't matter. There we are.
All right, on we go.
I just thought that was funny. On we go.
Okay. Doom 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 doom. All right.
Oh, are we in a low number again? Yes, we are.
Yep.
Tullamore D, number 3. Have you tasted a whiskey older than you?
If you have tasted a whiskey older than you, and for many of you that'll be very easy considering you're all 21 or 22. But if you haven't, you don't get to mark it off. You don't get to mark it off. And I'm curious, for those of you who are willing to share, what age was that whiskey? What age was that whiskey? Rick says nothing is older than me. Greg says I'm 57. It seems like none of you have bought a £300,000 bottle of Macallan 81 recently. This is disappointing.
Oh my
Napo
goodness.
1951. Now, Cheryl, we won't give away anyone's ages, of course, but we will ask. That is a 36-year-old whiskey, and I'm sure that is older than you, Cheryl. But that's the thing interesting with whiskeys is the age is just their time in the barrel as opposed to when they were distilled. All right, on we go.
On we move.
I'm up next, am I?
No, me.
No, you just did Tullamore D.
Oh, I did.
This is me.
Sorry, my brain's a little bit foggy.
Okay. It's not on our sheet. We move on.
I was going to say, do we even bother calling out the number if it's not actually there? It's my turn. Yeah. Are we low? No, we're not low. No. We are on. Oh my goodness. Barry, if
No,
you have this hand, you might be. It's not there, is it?
not on our sheet. No.
Well, it was the big mash tun number 41 for anyone who really cared.
Right. We'll keep going. Now it's me. Back to me, is it?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. 36 years old. Cheryl was the 1951. 36. Okay. Sexton's Mix, number 26. If you have driven more than 5 hours to find a particular Irish whiskey, is that on our list? No.
Nope. Move on.
Oh, jeepers. Okay. Remove it. Next.
Keep going. Keep going.
The 51 was bottled in 1987, Kevin. It's a 36-year-old whiskey. 36-year-old whiskey.
Oh, Hinch's Barrel Picks number 46 isn't there. Doesn't matter.
Okay, back to me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh. I thought there was going to be something else. This is on the list. Okay. Glendalought's Keen, number 18. You snuck whiskey in somewhere you shouldn't have. Not somewhere, in somewhere you shouldn't have. So was it a sporting event, a party, mass, church, wherever you brought it? Cinema. Yeah. Did you sneak it somewhere you shouldn't have? If you have, then mark that off.
Even into a bar that maybe didn't have a fantastic whiskey selection and you wanted something better. Might have done that in the past.
I have done that. I've brought Hip Flask into bars with better whiskey than they had in the bars.
Yeah.
Not often, but I've done it. Okay.
I used to bring miniature whiskey bottles when I went out when I was a student to clubs because young and silly. Anyway.
All right. You're up next.
I'm up. No, I want to sneak to church, Amanda. Oh.
Yes, that's on the list.
Any Irish will do, number 42. So have met an Irish whiskey master. So this kind of been in the US, in your country of residence, in Ireland, wherever it may have been. If they were a master distiller, a master cooper, a master blender, if you have met them, tick it off.
Lauren counts as a master, apparently.
No, that's very kind, David, but I definitely don't.
I've not heard the word master and Lauren in the same sentence, so it doesn't count. All right, next one up. We're on the right-hand side for our whiskey bingo, and we are landing at...
Master. Fair.
Not on the list. That's on the other page.
The last one, yeah.
On we go.
Keep rolling.
This is for Lauren to call out.
For me, yeah. Oh.
Nope.
Not on it.
Not on it. On we go.
Kilbeggan's Fate, number 8. Again, if anyone was interested in our very punny bingo calls.
No, that was on the last one.
Yeah. Me again.
We should have kept the same sheet, really, shouldn't we? Because it would just have been.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, we've complicated our lives.
We were told.
Napogue's Castle Dream, number 14. Is it on the right?
It is.
There we go. So if you have had a taste of a whiskey before it was officially released, again, doesn't matter where, Ireland, US, wherever you live, if you have been given a taste of whiskey by an ambassador, a master distiller, master blender, before it officially was released to the public, tick it off.
Debbie and Don wondering, do we get bonus points for being in the master's home? I think the prize there was just being in the master's home already. I think you probably got access to things that nobody else got. So that's you don't need any of our minuscule bonus points compared to the crack you might have had there. Okay. This is me. I'm up next in our game of Whiskey Bingo. And, is this on our... Not on the page. Nope.
Is it?
Nope.
That was a good one too.
Back to you. That
Back
was
to
the
me.
signing of a cask. We've did you sign that cask in Bushmills that time?
I did.
You
I
did.
did. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Stories and Sips is great. Number 28, Barry. You had to put that in there.
Listen, this is the illusion of democracy here, and the illusion that this is anything other than a blatant sales pitch for anything we do.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. So, if you have met whiskey friends in person that began online, now I wonder where that could have happened. Very appropriate that the bingo call was Stories and Sips for this one.
All right. We will remove that one, and we'll go on to the next one. There's so many things. Like going through this list, you see how many things you can do with whiskey.
Yeah, it's actually what I found interesting making it as well. It's like, wow, 50 things wasn't actually hard to arrive at.
This is not on our page.
Keep rolling. Back to me.
Back to you. To me. To you.
To me.
To
To
me.
you.
To you.
Yeah. That's what came into my head the last time. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Dingle's Shane, number 17. If you have had dinner in a distillery. So this could be a formal dinner, it could be a barbecue, as long as you've eaten in a distillery, which generally is not actually allowed to happen, take it off.
That's a great one. And anybody who's been on a whiskey bus has probably participated in this at some point, and will do in every one of our tours in the future too. All right. Let's keep going. The next one is over to me. Yes, this is on our list. Okay, this is to me. Whiskey finished in wine, number 49. Did you convert a friend to Irish whiskey? Did you bring somebody into your house who was a wild turkey drinker, who was a Eagle Rare drinker, who was a tequila drinker, and you made them abandon their love for anything except Irish whiskey by the time they're finished? If you converted somebody to Irish whiskey and you have number 49 on your right-hand side, mark it down. If you tried to convert them but they weren't convinced, it doesn't count.
That's a great one, actually, because that's my case.
Right, back to Lauren.
Back to me. Oh, where are we?
That is no.
No, a
Back
pot
to
still
me.
for me. Number 43. Back to
No,
you.
that's on
To
the
me.
left-hand side.
To you. To
To
me.
me, to you. All
You,
right.
to
So,
me.
oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh, that's a good one. Good one. Is it on
Two
there?
stacks at the door, number 44. Have you visited at least 5 Irish whiskey distilleries? Now, you can't have done that if you've never left the United States, so we will acknowledge that this is quite specific. It doesn't. Talnua and O'Shaughnessy Distilling don't count. It must be 5 Irish whiskey distilleries in Ireland, on the island of Ireland.
Yep.
5
And bonders don't count.
No. Actual commission stills.
Hot stills, yeah.
Yeah, if you were on any one of our whiskey buses, you did that on day 1.
Yep. You did indeed. Me again.
Right. Back to you. Back to you.
To me. To you.
If you're going to be on Whiskey Bus 3, Brian, you will be in distilleries, Brian. There's no doubt about that.
Oh my goodness me. Whiskey Bus 1 primarily. Jameson's Fun, number 1. If you have split the G with me in a pub. Could also have been in New York for any of you who were at the meetup last February when I was also over. What I mean by split the G is split the G in the pint of Guinness.
We
is
have
that
a bingo.
on there?
We have a bingo.
Who has a bingo?
Jacob.
Oh, Jacob. Brilliant.
Jacob has the bingo. Well done, Jacob. Congratulations, Jacob. And Jacob, where was the splitting the G with Jacob? That was on the.
That was a first Whiskey Bus, yeah.
Right, in Belfast.
In Belfast, in the Duke, and also in the Crown bar.
It was in the Crown. It was in the Crown. Yeah.
Probably amazing. There were a lot of G's split over a few days.
Amazing.
Oh, brilliant. Well done. Well done, Jake.
Congratulations, Jacob. Let us know. I'm curious. Oh yeah, well, I mean, we don't need to know the 5 whiskey distilleries you visited because we were all with you for the 5 of them. Jacob, let us know in the comments if you would like a bottle of our WD O'Connell Amontillado sherry cask finish or our WD O'Connell peat cask finish, and we will arrange for delivery of this to you. Congratulations on that. That's 2 of those bottles gone. Well done, Jacob. All right. Did we improve there in our rollout of card number 2? Do you think?
Did we what? Sorry.
Did we improve?
I think we did. I think there was a little bit more hype in the comments for that one. I love how Rick did a little countdown of what number he was on. I like that as well. I was like, I'm close. I'm gonna get this. So Barry, you said that you have a genius idea to have a 3rd winner.
I do.
I have a feeling I might know what this is.
Oh yeah, go on.
Are you gonna combine the 2 bingo cards and go for a 3rd round?
Not quite. Not quite. We're going to go back to the left-hand side, right? We're going to go back to the left-hand page. And Lauren, I want you to pick 5 random numbers that are on that page there, right?
Okay.
So just on the left-hand bingo card, which you probably don't even have in front of you.
No, I don't.
Right. Here, look.
I'll get it. Hold on.
This is how organized Lauren is. Lauren doesn't even have a bingo card to her own game of bingo. Honestly, imagine if people paid for this charade of an event.
We're not allowed to take part.
We're allowed to be organized, though.
We are, in fairness, yes. I was organized in different ways for tonight, not to play bingo. Send the link. I am also sick. Yes, thank you, Brian. My brain is foggy.
Send the link. Wait, we have to send you the link. bit.ly/whiskey bingo. bit.ly/whiskey bingo. All right.
So tell me what you want me to do.
I want you to pick 5 of the numbers on the left, right?
Okay, completely randomly.
And I want you to tell me what they are. And folks at home, what you're going to do is you're going to draw a little square around those 5 numbers. And the first person to get all 5 of them through another round is going to win the puzzle. Does that make sense?
So yeah, I can just pick 5 numbers from anywhere on the page, any that stick out to me.
Like call out 5 randomly, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we'll spin the wheel until those 5 come up and somebody has the 5.
Barry, you can't keep spinning until they come up. We'll be here for 5 hours. You idiot.
I said it was genius, but I also said I just thought of it on the spot. So how do we refine this? This is teamwork.
Okay. I'm gonna pick 5 numbers. Okay.
Go on.
And then the corresponding experience to those numbers, if someone has done that, then they can cross it off. Keep it simple.
That's the same thing.
You said you were going to spin for them.
No. No, I'm saying that if we pick those numbers, we have to keep spinning until we get them.
No.
What do you mean, no?
We would be here for about 3 more hours if we decided to spin that wheel until we got the numbers that I have picked. That's insanity.
Roy says we all have them. Yes, but Roy, the variable is not the cards or the numbers. The variable is whether you've done the experiences.
Yes. And it's at random.
Okay, so here's what we do. Here's what we'll do instead.
Yes, Brian's on the same wavelength as me. You have to just have those 5 that I call out, and you have to have done the experience.
No, that'll be over in 3 seconds. Here's what we do. The first to make a line, 5 in a row.
Can everyone tell how organized this is? That Barry has just thought of this completely randomly at the 11th hour.
This is what people pay good money to tune in for.
Yeah.
what if we did
I
this?
have 5 numbers. I have 5 numbers.
Yeah, but bear with me. Across the 2 sheets, 5 in a row anywhere. 5 in a row.
That's what I just said at the very start. You did a number from everywhere. Brian is on the same wavelength as me here. Can't you just read the 5 numbers that I've selected? And then if the person has done those 5 experiences, they tick it off. That's the easiest way to do this.
So the first
You're
person,
overcomplicating matters.
I prefer Terry's suggestion. If we play across 2 cards, the first to get 2 full lines wins.
Terry, I know you love a late night session. But we would be here for hours if we did that. Because think of how long it would take us to get to full lines.
What about the first to get 1 line across the 2 cards? So just 5. 1 line up, down, diagonally. No, still too long?
Then why did you suggest that I picked 5 numbers if you're not going to roll with that?
Like I've said, it was a genius idea. It wasn't a very well thought through idea.
Thank you, Brian. Yes, I will be in an early grave if we're here for the rest of the night trying to find 2 lines across 2 bingo cards.
I tell you what we'll do. I'll give you the puzzle. You can have it, Lauren, for being sick. I'll just send this to you. We don't have to do anything. We can go to bed.
No. What we do, this is what we're going to do. This is final because you're confusing the life out of all the lovely people that are in the comments, right? I will call out my 5 numbers that I have picked from the left-hand bingo card. You read the corresponding experience. If the person has done that, then they tick it off. And the first person to shout bingo. Jeff agrees, give the puzzle to me. There we are. Left card, Lauren's 5 numbers. Spin. Whoever has them first wins. Thank you, everybody. I'm the less complicated one.
You know, I have no more interest to argue.
This is the easiest way.
Right.
And it's not going to complicate things. So I'm going to give you my numbers. I'll read them top to bottom in no particular order. You tell everyone the corresponding experience. If they have done that, they exit off.
So when you call them out, they have the opportunity to immediately call bingo. No spinning, nothing.
No spinning, no.
Okay.
No spinning, no. Because then you'd be here all night trying to find the number.
All right. So
but you're gonna have to find a way to put the number on screen to prove that we're not lying.
Okay, I'll do that. All right. And if somebody doesn't have all 5, we'll worry about that when we get there.
Amy, no, not 5 in a row. Yes, Jeff's already spinning. I don't blame you. So these are random 5 numbers that I've picked. They're not in a row. They're all over the card on the left-hand bingo card. If you have done the experience that corresponds to that number, you can exit off. They're not all in a row. Okay? Troy did fly to Dubai faster than this, Rick.
Okay.
Yes.
Call that. I know how this is going to work. You give me your first one.
Yes.
I will call it out, and those folks who've done it will cross it out on the left-hand side. Okay.
My first number is number 32.
Tipperary's debut, number 32, which is, let me put it up on the screen. No, it's not even on the left-hand side. Okay, go again.
It is on the left-hand side.
Is it? Oh, it is? Okay, all right. Okay. Number 32, if you have done what's about to come up on the screen.
Oh, my days alive.
Have you queued up for a special release whiskey online or in person? If you have, cross that off your left-hand side.
Can't believe you thought I would pick a number that wasn't on there. And Terry, we will find a way to do this. A meme of me shaking my head saying no spinning.
Okay.
I'll find a way.
That's the first one.
Okay. My second number is number 8.
Okay. All right. Kilbeggan's Fate, number 8. If you have ever Stop putting things on the screen here. I need the space. If you've ever filled your own bottle of whiskey in a distillery or a bonder or a whiskey shop.
Yep. Any.
If you've ever filled your own bottle of whiskey. All right.
It doesn't have to necessarily be an exclusive bottling. Like I know, obviously, we did that in the whiskey bus in August. It could be like the bottle your own Jameson. They used to do it with Black Barrel. They do it down in Middleton. Anything at all. Okay.
Rick said it was already called earlier. Roy said, Roy, this is the third round now. We're just doing a bonus round as a giveaway, just for a bit of crack. I can understand the confusion, however, because you would need a degree in quantum mechanics to understand what we're trying to convey. I'll be honest with you. But bear with us.
We definitely wouldn't if we had stuck to the original plan.
It is for it's all worth it when you consider there's a box full of cardboard that'll be shipped to you.
Right. So my third number is 29.
Kinahan's line, number 29. Okay. If you have ever... Why am I doing this? If you have ever swapped whiskey samples with friends, number 29. All right, that's the third one.
Yep, number 3.
Right. So 8, 32, and 29 so far.
Who's on 3 now? Yep, Rick's on 3. Rick, I'm a massive admirer of this determination. Same with Greg. Oh, Jason as well, Jeff as well. Neck and neck.
Jeff, you're disqualified. Jeff's out.
Jeff can't win. He's just doing it for fun. That's fine.
Okay.
So Rick, Greg, and Jason, and Amy. Oh, this is going to be...
It's going to be a race. It's going to be a race to the finish.
Yep.
Scott says we should all be on 3. Well, no, because you haven't all done the same experiences.
Cheryl's throwing everyone off, shouting bingo when we've only done 3.
Right, Cheryl's disqualified for early season.
Okay. This is going to be neck and neck. So this is the 4th number. Before we get to number 5, I'll do a big drum roll.
Okay.
Because
number 4.
Anticipation. So number 4 is number 11.
Paddy's in heaven, number 11. Paddy is in heaven, number 11. And this is where we're going to separate some of you. This is where we're going to lose some of you. You have collected every release from a brand's particular collection. Every release. This is where we're going to lose some of you. And we're going to want to know what that collection is.
Yeah.
If you do win. If you do call bingo, we're going to call you out.
So, for example, this could be the entirety of Bushmills Causeway collection, for an example. Or if you've managed to get your hands on every dream cask, which is unlikely.
Every story's a tips bottle. Every story's a tips bottle. Aha. Yep. Yes, Rick. Rick has a full collection.
There we are. Yep.
Richard has Lear. Is that just one release, Richard?
No, they have.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. Oh, nice. Okay.
Here we go.
All the spots. Yep, Cheryl, that does count. Silent Distillery counts. Absolutely. Yep. Everything that has been a collection.
No, you don't have to have the story to count. That wasn't part of the club. Okay, last one.
Okay, last one is, I really hope I've picked a good one here, is number 48.
Irish came first. There's no debate. You didn't pick a great one now, to be fair.
Oh, really?
If you, in your lifetime, once in your lifetime, hosted your own Irish whiskey tasting.
Damn it. Wasn't a great one.
Did you? Who is going to be the first? Cheryl's shouting bingo.
Oh, Cheryl and Rick came in pretty much at the exact same time there.
Well, Cheryl is just
Cheryl's
2
first
seconds ahead, is she?
Oh my goodness me. It's
we got?
Chaos.
Chaos. Okay. Greg says she shouted
Yeah.
early. There is a delay depending on where you are.
There is. It's quite funny because sometimes myself or Barry will ask a question or we'll make a remark on something, and it takes a few seconds, sometimes a minute, for the comments to catch up with what we've just said.
Okay, so who is the winner? Is it Cheryl's the winner?
Cheryl was first on my comment section. Yeah.
Cheryl is the winner. The first one in the YouTube comments with the answer.
Congrats, Cheryl.
Congrats to you, Cheryl. You are the proud owner of a box of cleverly cut cardboard that has been cut into shapes with painted things on them. That it's actually a really nice kit, actually. Beautiful presentation.
Nice puzzle, yeah.
Yeah, really, really nice puzzle. We'll get this to you. And congratulations. What a simple game that was.
That was great, craic. I enjoyed that, albeit that I wasn't actually drinking whiskey. I feel like that could have been a lot worse if at least one of us wasn't completely sober in here this evening.
We expect there to be some carnage. We expect some fights. We expect insults to fly between those who were close and those who crossed the line first. You can fight amongst yourselves. Fight outside the school gates. Don't fight on school property.
Yep. It's out of our hands. Take it out of the comment section. And we claim no responsibility. We did say that at the start. That was a little disclaimer at the start.
Now, there's a fourth prize.
The Lucozade bottle. Rick's got a good idea there.
I think the winner. So to win this bottle of Lucozade, my suggestion is you have to get all 50 numbers.
Is that impossible, though? It might be impossible.
No, it is impossible.
Rick's a good one.
I've decided that this fourth prize, due to its shipping challenges, will stay here in Cork, and whoever's on the next whiskey bus will get a complimentary Lucozade.
Yes, the bus is very well stocked with water and Lucozade, so you will get some. What did you call it? 2024 vintage Lucozade on the bus.
It's a great deal. Spend $3,300 and get a bottle of Lucozade. Right? We can't say fairer than that. 1 of 1, 24 vintage.
From a case of how many did you say? 6? Left-hand corner.
We have some comments. Okay, Cheryl says she doesn't have all the spots. Maybe somebody else should get it instead. How do we?
Well, then it's Rick.
Well, okay. So here's so Cheryl, you have all the like you have all the colored spots. Do you like all the green, red, yellow? Is that what it is? And then Rick has the full Stories and Sips collection. Okay, let me see.
Barry's off to find an independent opinion here. Ah, there we are. Problem solved. An evening with the day, man.
Never say we're not generous. This one to Cheryl for having all the colored spots and getting in there first, and one to Rick. The only thing, Rick, is I insist you come and pick it up in person. And I think that'll be pretty easy for you when you're in Ireland next week. All right, that's it. So, 2 prizes.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Now, who's going to win the opened, partially drank bottle of Pepsi Max?
Delightful. Who wouldn't want that to mix with their whiskey or drink on its own? That would do me well. Actually, a bit of flat Coke or flat Pepsi Max.
I know, honestly. Folks, great job. I think this was a bit of crack.
This is good fun.
Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's good fun. I enjoyed this. We said it would be chaotic. We didn't promise it would be organized. We said it would be messy, but it was great fun. I enjoyed that. Maybe we should do it twice a year, and we can come up with even bigger and better prizes next time.
I think
or a little charity raffle.
There's another game I think we can do as well, which is like a table quiz. So in Ireland, Table quizzes, like a pub quiz, are quite popular. So we can actually use a little bit of software where you can use your phone or have a tab open on the screen to enter your answers on the screen, and they'll come up on the screen, and we'll see who's winning. And I think that could be a bit of fun. We did that a couple of years ago on the lock-in. We did an Irish whiskey quiz. A lot of fun. So we'll do one of those as well.
We'll do one of those, yeah. Maybe we should, this could be a challenge for us as well. Every month we have to come up with a game. So like 1 out of 4 shebeens per month is a game.
I like it.
Might be a good idea. Get our brain cogs going.
God knows you could do with the help.
I could, yeah, especially tonight, 100%. Terry's all for it as well.
I think we can top this tonight.
Whiskey Twister. maybe on the Whiskey Bus we'll do Whiskey Twister.
We will not.
Can you imagine in Mother Max and Limerick after a few whiskeys, a few pints deep, bring out the Whiskey Twister?
Cheryl, that's a very kind gesture, asking if we know of a children's charity we can donate the puzzle to. We can do that instead. Cheryl, I will definitely look into that for you. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Very, very kind. Folks, we are going to wrap it up. Lauren is infirm and barely vertical. So we're going to close out with Lauren singing 16 verses of the El Triangle with her throat.
I'll more likely to say a few rounds of Hail Mary rather than do that to make myself better. Brian, that's actually genius. A Whiskey Twister using those spots. I'm definitely going to steal that at some point. Maybe the Whiskey Bus in September.
Yeah, I think that breaks all kinds of rules of interacting between employees and guests.
Be fine. Am I going to wrap it? Rich, you might get a wrap out of me in a few weeks' time. Who knows? Depends how many whiskies I've consumed. Bear that in mind.
Before we go, just a couple of housekeeping points. For those of you who are members of the Stories and Sips Whiskey Club, we've got some great upcoming events. Last night we had a fantastic Meet the Maker event with Jennifer Nickerson, founder of Tipperary Boutique Distillery. A great chat on the economics of running a distillery, startup costs, and what goes into planning and forecasting and managing. That's available on our website, storiesandships.com, as a replay if you missed it live. We've got a Redbreast tasting coming up on February 20th with master blender from Middleton Distillery, Dave McCabe. Many of you will have received Redbreast tasting kits in the mail, and that's going to be a fantastic event, February 20th. And then on February 22nd, we have a Meet the Maker event with Brian Nation, former master distiller from Middleton Distillery, now master distiller at O'Shaughnessy Distilling in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And he'll be joined by Ger Garland, global brand ambassador for Keeper's Heart Whiskey and O'Shaughnessy Distilling. They're going to talk about the growth and the evolution of the distillery since their founding 2 years ago. They're going to talk about our whiskey cask that we've got there. They're going to talk about their plans for the US and further afield. So a really busy February for us. We may also in February have an announcement about another club cask to participate in. We've had a couple of great conversations, and we may be about to announce, hopefully in the next 2 weeks if we can, a club cask that you'll be very excited about, and it'll be very favorably priced and something that'll be really, really enjoyable to watch on its journey. So stay tuned on that. And that is it. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so on YouTube. It costs nothing, but it helps us. And we will see you all in our Facebook community, Irish Whiskey Fans of America. And we'll be in touch via email with any updates on with our newsletters. Anything that I missed, Lauren?
No, you're all good. You're all good. If you want to briefly mention Irish Whiskey Experiences, it's obviously 5 weeks to the day until our next Whiskey Bus, which we're all very excited about. A lot of behind the scenes movement going on to make sure everything is in order for all of our lovely guests coming over, and I'm very, very excited. It's all becoming very real now.
And one more thing I forgot before that Whiskey Bus is I'm going to be in Ohio in 2 weeks' time for a Festival of Middleton Whiskies, which I'm hosting with master distiller from Middleton, Kevin O'Gorman. We're opening 2 48-year-old silent distilleries worth $50,000 each, all for charity. I know many of you are coming to Ohio. One of the events already sold out. We still have seats on some of our other events. It's taking place in Columbus, in Cleveland. Visit storiesandships.com for details on that, or reach out to me. We'd love to see you there. It's very rare that you're going to join a tasting in the United States with the master distiller, Kevin O'Gorman from Middleton. It's very rare, the whiskies you're going to taste. I opened the boxes of cask samples that Kevin personally drew from the warehouse today. All I can say is, whoa. It is the cask samples that are being brought to Ohio for those who are attending the tastings on night 2 and night 3 are out of this world. If I throw out numbers like 32-year-old pot still, 37-year-old single grain whiskies, and I'm not even going to tell you the cask finishes or the maturation journey, they are out of this world. These whiskies have never been tasted publicly in the world, let alone in the United States. First time in the world these whiskies will have ever been tasted, and they're coming to Ohio as part of the tasting. We haven't even announced them. So if you can do anything to move heaven and earth to get to Ohio, it is going to be worth it. Every dollar raised goes to charity. Every single dollar raised. So it's going to be fantastic. Sinead, that's it.
Sinead, indeed. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. There was a lot of crack and a lot of fun in the comments tonight, which is always appreciated. So we love the fact that you all tune in every week. We're very grateful. So thank you. It was good fun. We'll definitely do this. We'll try and do this more often.
Sláinte. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
My water.
Thanks, Aaron.